Hello, you all. Now we'll solve some problems based upon the analogy that we have seen in the earlier class. So, given system is linear mechanical system with three mass elements M1, M2, M3, for which they have asked you to find the force voltage analogy and force current analogous circuits. Now, see to the diagram. M1 is associated with the applied force, while no force elements are there for M2 and M3. Displacements none are given, so I am assuming x1 here, x2 here, and x3 here. And M1 is associated with V1, V2, V3, K, and M2 is associated with V2 and V, and M3 is associated with V3 and V. Remember these things for writing the equations. Now we are having three mass elements in the problem. Now we are going to derive the force voltage analogy. So this will be equivalent to 3 number of loops for series RLC. So 3 loops we are supposed to draw. So this is your first mass element for which we have drawn the free body diagram. The applied force is F. The assumed displacement is x1 that I have assumed. The opposing force elements are Fm1, Fb1, Fb2, Fb3, Fk that are in connection with the mass element. The individual equations, we already know what to substitute for all these force elements that I have did it here. Now the next step is I need to find the analogy between them. I have already from the tabular column we know that F is equivalent to, if it is for a force voltage analogous system, F is equivalent to E, that is the voltage, and M is equivalent to L, K is equivalent to 1 by C, V will be equivalent to R, and X will be equivalent to Q. Dx by dt will be equivalent to dq by dt, that is equivalent to I. So with this we are going to equate this to a force voltage analogous equation. So in place of f of t we are to write E, in place of M1 L1, in place of V1 R1, in place of V2 R2, in place of V3 R3, in place of K1 by C. Then in place of d squared x1 by dt squared, you have to write d squared q1 by dt squared. This one will be dq1 by dt. This one will be dq2 by dt. This one will be dq3 by dt. Just replacing all these elements, we have got this equation. Now we know that I is equal to dq by dt. I is equal to dq by dt, q is equal to integral of I dt, di by dt is equal to d squared q by dt squared. So we have done that replacement here in the original equation. In place of d squared q by dt squared, we will be writing di1 by dt. dq by dt will be written as I1, dq by I1, this will be I2, I3, so on. Doing this, we have got this equation, with the help of which we are to draw a circuit, that is a mesh. Let me draw the circuit now. So there is a voltage source E of t. In this mesh, E of t is there. The current is I1. L1 in R1 and C are all there. So R, L, C, R, L C, and this is common between first mesh and second mesh R2. Let this be the second mesh with the current I2. So R2 is common between first mesh and second mesh. R3 here, R3 is common between first mesh and third mesh. So this finishes off your first mesh diagram. See, this is the circuit that I have drawn. For mass M2, no individual force is applied. Again, x2 is the assumed displacement, and these are the opposing force elements Fm2, the force offered by B2 and force offered by B, for which we have written these equations. Again, we need to apply the equivalence. M2 should be made equivalent to L2 B2 R B2 to R2 d squared x. This will become d squared q2 by dt squared. Then this will be becoming dq2 by dt. This will be becoming dq3 by dt, and this will be dq2 dq1, so on. So like this. And we know that dq by dt is equal to I di by dt is equal to d squared q by dt squared. So we have substituted the same things and we have obtained the second order differential equation for a series RLC circuit like this. And as you can refer in this side, no voltage source is 0. Let us draw the circuit for this case. So this is your second mesh that you are dealing with, second mesh, for which one L2 is there, and R is common between the second and the third mesh. So this is my R that is common between the second mesh and third mesh. I3 is the current here, I2 is the current here, and between second and the first mesh we've already seen that R2 is common. So this is mesh number 2. This is your mesh number 2. Finally, for mass 3 m element, again the individual forces applied is 0. This is your assumed displacement. These are the opposing force elements Fm3, Fp and Ft3, and we have written the second order differential equations like this. Now we are to do the equivalence again. M3 will be equivalent to L3, B will be equivalent to R, B3 will be equivalent to R3, and here you will be having Q3, Q3, Q2, Q3, Q1 that we have got here, and we are to again replace d squared q3 by dt squared as di3 by dt, then dq3 by dt as I3, so on. We will be getting this equation, which is second order differential equation for the third mesh of this equation. And I have drawn the third mesh here. This is my third mesh where one L3 is present. R is common between third and the second mesh, so this is my R that is common between the third and the second mesh, and between third and the first mesh one R3 is common. Here I am having the T of T. So this is my third mesh. So completely, if I want to draw the diagram, then the diagram is done like this. So for the first mesh I was having E of T R L C. Let me draw a little bit small. So R L C applied with the E of T R L C, and this is my first mesh. This one is my second mesh, this one is my third mesh. So I am having one L3 here, and here I am having one L2, I guess. So this is my L2, L3, and let me check with the diagram one more time. Here I am having R3, R. Let me draw that. This is my R3, this is my R, this is my R. This is actually R1, and this is L1. So this is my force voltage analogous circuit for the given linear system, mechanical system. Still we need to finish another subdivision, that is how to form the force current analogy. In place of 3 meshes, there you will be having 3 nodes, and you will be writing 3 nodal equations.